Okay, so we've got our table finished. Now we need to go in and apply some formatting to it. And we'll start with the table style. So up at the top, let's go to, make sure you're clicked somewhere in the table. Doesn't matter where, just as long as you're clicked on one of the cells inside of it. We're going to go up. You'll see there's new options. Anytime in Microsoft Word, whenever we put a picture in or a table or anything, it gives you new options for whatever that is. And we have table tools. If you click on design, you have lots of different options here, lots of different styles. And we're going to go and click on the more button. So we see more options here. And we want the one that says, it's kind of down a ways. I think it's this one here at the bottom. It says medium grid 3, accent 4. And it's at the bottom on the brown ones for me. And when you select that, you'll see that our table now has some color to it. Now, does anybody know the reason why sometimes you'll see rows will be a darker brown and then some will have a lighter brown to it? Does anybody know why they do that? Any guesses at all?
Is it accent 4?
It makes it easier to read. When you guys go left to right, you'll be able to see that your eyes track better when it's the same color. So it is the one that says medium grid 3, accent 4. So it's not at the very bottom if you scroll down, but the ones that I had showing up, it was close to it. It's right above the one that's just solid brown. Okay. And if you guys aren't sure if you guys are creating your own, as you scroll through these, you'll see it change to different colors and different styles. So we're going with medium grid 3, accent 4. She's not on the same style. All right, so next, we have this part done. We are going to want to resize the table columns to fit the table contents. We've got a lot of empty space right here. If you guys are looking at this, you'll see where it says photo counts. We've got a ton of empty space here. Cost doesn't need a column this wide. So we're going to go in and basically make it look better. So let's go in and click on layout. Flip over to your layout tab. And this one is used more for basically changing the way the cells are or the size of the cells or how kind of your different cells look, your rows and columns look. We're going to go up and click on auto fit and tell it to auto fit the contents. And when you select that, it basically auto fits everything down to where you're only using as much as you need. Now, at one point, it's not this next step, but eventually we'll center it. You guys with OCD, you're thinking like, this looks terrible. We're going to eventually center it up, so don't worry on that. All right, so if you look up at my screen, for the next step, starting at dimensions, if you highlight everything from dimensions down to the right, so everything from dimensions to 125, we want to align everything. If you look up here on your screen, you've got different alignments. You've got 9 boxes up here. They have aligning it to the top left. We want to align this to the top center. So when you do that, it's going to move it up just a little bit. You won't really tell how much it moves the text up, but you will see it moves all the text to the middle and aligns all that to the center. Next, we want to center the table. So now, to center the table, if you look at my screen, you'll see a little up, down, left, right arrow right here next to the word, well, it's right outside the top left corner. If you click on that, that highlights the entire table. And then when you have the entire table highlighted, you can go back to the Home tab and click Center, and that will center the entire thing. So if you're ever wanting to click on the whole table, you have to make sure you click on this up, down, left, right arrow. And sometimes it's hard to get it to pop up. But that is basically a shortcut key for highlighting the entire thing. Okay. Now, we're not done yet. Okay, now our table. Tables typically have their own title to them. Ours doesn't. Now, ours has, what do you think these are called? Right here where it says full page, half page, quarter page, business cards. These are titles, but what kind of titles are they? Those are actually row titles, okay? Because they're kind of the title for these rows. And then these ones above the column are actually kind of column titles. We want to create a title for the whole table. So what we're going to do, click anywhere on the first row. It can be in dimensions or word counts, anything like that. We're going to go up to our layout tab again, because this is where if you ever want to add rows or add columns, you can. We're going to click the insert above, and that's going to put a blank column above everything. Excuse me, a blank row above everything. Anybody have questions on that? I hear some chatter. Do you guys have questions? I see everybody's got a row, it looks like. But now it's hard to do a title because we still have 5 cells here. So if you highlight all of those, we are going to end up merging these cells. So up here in the top center under layout still, we have the option to merge the cells. When you do that, it will create one large cell. And we are going to type in that one the words monthly issue advertisement rates. I spelled advertisement wrong. Monthly issue advertisement rates. And once you have that completed, that is the end of our table.